Hello winners! Welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Mayowa. I share content on faith, hope, and strategies and tools to have amazing success in life. We call it good success. I am committed to keep coming your way every Friday. Please consider clicking on the red subscription button and put in the comments below I subscribe, and we will get to you just in a bit. When you think of depression, what comes first to your mind? I know, let me answer you. Feeling of sadness, hopelessness, lack of sleep, guilt, or suicidal thoughts. But do you know that depression can be very sneaky and cunning? The subtle signs of depression easily goes unnoticed. Now, an individual can be happy or joyful when in the midst of crowd, and when he is alone, the individual has feeling of hopelessness, of gloom. Now, this is called forced happiness. So you are only happy when around people. Now, this can also be called mood swing. So mood swing can be when you are in the midst of crowd, but at one point you are excited to go on that journey. At another point, you just don't feel like going for no reason. This is very subtle, but you just wake up at night and you don't feel like sleeping, which is quite unusual for no reason. Changing your feeding habits, changing your clothing pattern, playing the blame game. This is significant in the subtle signs of depression. Difficulty in making decisions. Now, someone with depression has or lacks strength, will, or motivation to make simple decisions like what to wear out, or big decision like a contract deal. Also, anger or irritability. Now, you're going to think that someone with depression most times would be crying or withdrawn. This is most times the later signs. At first, an individual has this hyper energy because you just want to subdue that emotion of feeling hopelessness and indirectly pushing into someone else. So you just get angry and irritable for no reason. The warning signs of depression, I call it the yellow signs. They are very flashy. They are very significant if we pay close attention to them. At this point, an individual gets to the compensatory stage, overeating. Now, it's okay. I love to eat well, but when an individual eats too much, most times overeating is a way to suppress a negative emotion. Oversleeping. Now, in the warning signs, it is lack of sleep, but now it is oversleeping. Now, an individual decides to stay all day in bed, doing nothing, just watching the time. Substance abuse. Excessive intake of alcohol, use of drugs, smoking, vapes, and all sorts can be a way out, just to subdue an intense feeling of sadness. Have you ever noticed that when an individual has an emotional outburst, or you just had a bad day, the next coping mechanism is, I want to go smoke? Sweetheart, that is not the way out. Or how would you define this? If the manufacturer says smokers are liable to die young and you still go for it, it only shows a sense of worthlessness and hopelessness. There is always a way out. Jesus is the way out. Isolation, low self-esteem, withdrawing from families and friends, or lacking strength to make a good and adult conversation. So, you had an issue with a colleague at work. The best thing is walk up to the individual and tell the individual, oh, what you've done, I don't like it. this is the way I feel about it. But instead of walking up to have a straight and an adult and a mature conversation, you go down in the toilet and you are crying. Something must be wrong. This is not normal. Engaging in risky behavior is a red sign of depression. So you see individual having unprotected sex, drunk driving, gang raping, vandalizing. It is most time due to a feeling of a deep sense of hopelessness and an internal chaos. Also, when you don't feel like praying, you don't feel like worshiping, you feel sense of guilt in approaching the presence of God. This is a signal of act fast. Don't take that feeling. Every decent and sane human being value their life. So when an individual start having suicidal thoughts, it is a feeling of intense loss of meaning to life. So you have a friend and the person tells you that, oh, I feel like just slitting my throat, and you feel that was just a joke. It is not. The person is actually telling you what they feel. You should take it serious and seek help. That can be a red sign of depression. How then can we overcome depression? The first way out is find Jesus. He gives the real meaning to life. He gives real joy and not just happiness. Also, seek counsel and find professional help. Thank you for watching. I will see you in my next video